Hello physical fiends, it's Jordan here again with some just announced physical releases. These are games that were just announced in the past week or two. They are not releasing this week. I don't know why people still comment telling me I've got it wrong because they're not out this week. You're watching the wrong video, that's on Monday. As always, if you want to pre-order any of these games, please consider using the links down below in the description and the pinned comment. That massively helps support me. VGP are a great company with good prices in favourable Canadian bucks and a free worldwide shipping if you purchase over 80 Canadian dollars, which is about 60 American dollars. Let's see what we've got. Peppa Grinder is one of those indie hits from Devolver Digital. This seems to be a game that's a mix of Drill Dozer and Donkey Kong Country, which is not a bad inspiration to cling onto. Flowing platforming as you drill through the earth and spout out of it like a glorious dolphin. This is releasing on Switch and PS5 physically in October. The Grinch Christmas Adventures Holiday Edition 2024. What's this, guys? I can almost smell someone trying to sell you the same game again. But this time, they've added a whole four postcards in the package. Woo-wee! Ugly is getting a physical release on the Switch at the end of August. This is a nice puzzle platformer as you explore a darkly mysterious mansion. I think this is one of those games that makes my stomach lurch as you have to control two characters at once with mirrored controls. Yeah, get in the garbage. Sorry, it genuinely makes me nauseous for some reason. A lot of people have been comparing this one to Braid and they're being very positive about it, unlike me. Phantom Brave, The Lost Hero, was announced in the last direct and pre-orders opened a little while back. I should be happy about this one because I love the original Phantom Brave. I had it on my PS2 alongside La Pucelle, but I don't know, the art style looks terrible here. The original had like this amazing pixel style, whereas this has gone like full Funko Pop. Like not everything needs giant heads. I also have a dislike of 3D model art not matching the dialogue character sprite in terms of style. I am nitpicky, but this shit would never happen if I was a game producer. Microids have a few bundle collections. They enjoy doing this from time to time. Smurfs 2-in-1 game collection. This contains Smurfs Mission V-Leaf and Smurfs Card releasing on the Switch. Family Heroes Volume 1, which is 3 games in one. This also includes Smurfs Mission Vi-Leaf, but also includes Marsupilami and Garfield Lasagna Party. This will be on Switch and PS5. And Garfield 2-in-1 game collection. This contains Garfield Kart and Garfield Lasagna Party. This is releasing on the Switch in August. Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds Ultimate. Yeah, back to more Phantoms. This is going to be on Switch, PS5 and Xbox. It's a remake of Phantom Breaker. In fact, I think it is the second remake, or at least the second enhanced port. They really think they have something good with this one. This one has 8-player online multiplayer, co-op versus. It's a beat 'em up with more giant heads. And because it's the 3rd edition of this game, the Ultimate Edition, of course it has DLC. The lack of self-awareness is astounding. I'll just wait for the Ultimate Edition when it's all packaged together on one cartridge. This is coming in a standard edition as well as a collector's edition, which does come with the DLC, collectible cards, magnet, soundtrack, and a figure of one of the girls. It's releasing in February next year. Touhou Lunar Nights. I mentioned this before, getting a European retail release, but now they hastily slapped together a render for the North American version coming later this year. There is a standard edition as well as a collector's edition, which includes a steelbook, double soundtrack CD, and 3 alternative inlays so you can get rid of Big Hand Lady. As mentioned in the last episode, of course many of the Nintendo first party titles are going to get physical releases and pre-orders have now finally opened. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom looks absolutely amazing. I can't wait for this. Hopefully it runs smoothly, unlike Link's Awakening, which put me off quite a lot. Mario and Luigi Brothership looks like it could be a fun time. I haven't played any of these, but I know they have their fans. I just wonder, like, who's making it? Did they mention that yet? Because the last developer went bankrupt. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD is back for a third time. I played this first on my 3DS and it is one of my favorite games on that system. I believe I 100%ed it. Such a good thumb bleeder for that system. I'm happy it's getting another shot here despite everyone memeing about it and the $60 price tag, which yeah, I don't get. But some advice, due to the weak Japanese yen, their version on PlayAsia is $38. So yeah, first party titles always cheaper in Japan. Super Mario Party Jamboree looks to be great. I feel like the developers are finally getting into the flow of making good games again. Not something I would ever buy myself, and I probably wouldn't play it unless somebody else had it. But yeah, it looks like it could be fun. Alright, let's jump into some import announcement. Links below for these are for PlayAsia, and if you click the link, you can get 5% off with the code Jordan24. Taboo Trial is one hell of a cultured game releasing in early August. I mean, just look at that cover. This is an action game where you transform into different female warriors. It has roguelike mechanics and is based on Norse mythology. Viking ladies, even better. This is not going to be a deep game, but let's face it, that's not what it's going for. This is only releasing physically in Asian regions on the Nintendo Switch, and it does have English. Apex Heroines is another one from the same publisher, another one releasing exclusively in Asian regions on the Nintendo Switch, this time in July, so pretty soon. This is a more fast-paced, frenetic hack and slash, racking up combos with your score with 6 playable babes and plenty of weapon variety. Looks like simple, cathartic fun. Zoti is a turn-based roguelike with deck building because of course it is. It has a lot of elements of strategy and it has the JRPG style to it, which is always welcome, even though I would never play it. It got fairly positive reviews when it released digitally, and I'm surprised there is only an Asian physical release coming at the end of August. It does have English. Wolf Fang, Skull Fang, Saturn Tribute Boosted. I'm not sure if this has English or not. Probably not, due to the publisher often taking English out so they can sell a later Western release, but this is a double pack of shooters, or kind of, one of them is more like a run and gun kind of thing. So, I mean, I don't think English is essential. I've never heard of either of these games before, but they look pretty decent. This is releasing on the PS5 and Switch in August, and there's a standard edition as well as a collector's edition, which includes a fan book and a soundtrack CD. Clock Tower Rewind is getting a physical release in Japan and Asian regions on Switch and PS5, just announced after Limited Run closed their pre-order window. This will have English and is releasing at the end of October apparently, and I actually way prefer the cover art since it's more in line with the original game. I'm definitely getting this version. It has English, of course. If you miss limited runs, then this will be a nice option. And there we have it, guys, some recent physical announcements. Please let me know which new announcement is taking your fancy, and if you would like to pre-order any of them, then please consider using the links below in the description and the pinned comment. That helps me out so much, and I really appreciate your support. I hope you all have a magnificent weekend, guys. Take care.